Hello everybody, thanks for joining our channel. We are the Bourbon Brothers. My name's Gavin.
And I'm Jeff.
Today we are thoroughly enjoying Old Charter 8 straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, so this is a Buffalo Trace, lower tier, value, bottom shelf, however you want to phrase it, brand. Yes. Full disclosure, I bought it to mix with cocktails, but we figured we'd do a video for it. Why not? It was open.
I thought you were going to come home after a long day of work, sit in your chair with a cigar and just enjoy this, straight from the glass. No?
Yeah, probably not what I'm doing.
Surprise. As noted, Old Charter 8, that does not mean it is 8 years old. Here. It has 6 different places on the label. Don't be fooled.
I think at one time it was, yes. But I think as we're seeing with a lot of other age statements dropping, Old Charter has dropped theirs. Yes. They do have a few other bottlings as well. I think they have a 101 proof one in addition to this one. So there's a couple different options that Buffalo Trace puts out under the Old Charter label.
Absolutely. I laughed when I read at the bottom of the label there. It says Old Charter 8 written out has been aged for 8 seasons. So a little riddle there. How many seasons in a year, Jeff? That'd be 4. So is it 2 years old whiskey? Is it 8 years old? It's definitely not 8 years old. So we're assuming it's at least 2 years old whiskey, judging by the print on the label there. Just a funny way to put it. You don't see that often. Aging whiskey by the seasons. Very interesting. Old Charter 8, this handle ran us about $35, Jeff. So it's like $20 around there for a fifth. So if you're talking value, you're still not impressing anybody when you're bringing this home. But that being said, this is one of those lower shelf whiskeys used for making cocktails, things that have, a good bit of citrus. Probably not going to make fashions with this because you're really going to taste that bourbon. But other things like whiskey sours where that lemon's really going to kind of mask some of those lack of flavors. But that being said, let's give this a fair review nonetheless and take a nose, okay?
Getting some caramel there, definitely.
I think caramel is the loudest flavor that we're getting out of the glass. Everything else seems fairly muted and subtle.
There's a hint of char, maybe a hint of corn.
Yeah, maybe a little subtle marshmallow puff. Very little oak, if any at all, and maybe just a hint of spice.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, let's take a taste. Cheers. Well, I think this certainly is one of the runner-ups, if not the runner, for the lightest whiskeys we've ever had.
Yeah, I feel like there's been times I've had water that has felt heavier in my mouth, but
yeah,
there's a hints of the similar types of what we saw on the nose. A little bit of caramel there, a little bit of corn.
Yeah, definitely getting and noticing some sweet corn on the tip of the tongue, a little bit of that caramel. Not much else going on. Again, it's kind of, before you put the glass down, it's kind of gone, and the finish is very quick. Maybe with just a little bit of caramel lingering in the background. Yeah. So a fairly light profile, a fairly thin profile.
What's there are sweet notes predominantly.
Sure. So Jeff, for our rating, Bourbon Brothers Old Charter 8.
This guy's going to get a D from us as far as being a sipping whiskey.
Yeah.
It certainly is not that. And the flavors are what flavors exist are shallow and one-dimensional, I guess.
Well, thanks for watching our review of Old Charter 8 Seasons. We hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think on YouTube if you had it. We enjoyed talking with you guys. You can follow us both on Twitter at Bourbon Beer Reviews. Cheers.
Cheers.